Alright everyone, in today's video we're going to be going over two of the best builds against the Mantis. One build is going to be a melee and one build is going to be a ranged, so you can pick between either. And just before we get into the builds for the video today, 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you liked the video, make sure to go down and hit that big red button and I'd really appreciate it. So here we have the chest sorted out nicely for the entire gear versus the Mantis. So our first set for melee is going to be the Fire Ant helmet, the termite armor, Fire Ant leggings, the Giddy Goop trinket, and the Sour battle axe. We want massive stun damage and want to slow him down as much as we can. The slower he is, the more attacks we get in. The more stunned he is, the slower he will attack and the faster we can kill him. And the ranged build is going to be the entire antlion set with the bard's bow and the speed droplet, so we can just shoot at him forever and run away and be quick enough to avoid majority of his attacks. Now also we're going to have spider sliders as well for the entire boss fight. You don't need meals, but meals do give you enhanced bonuses and makes it that you have more defense if you have a meal, so it's just really good to eat a meal when versing a boss. And then just basic healing, soothing syrup, bandages. But we want liquid rage, green machine, boost juice. You can do boss sauce, human food, any other smoothies would work, but these three are just really good. And now if you don't have the sour battle axe, you can exchange this for the salty toenail scimitar. Your damage will be a lot less. I think it's like 40 seconds slower, but if you don't have the sour battle axe yet, go for the toenail scimitar. If you want a director schmeck build, I've made a director schmeck build in the top right or top left of the screen. I don't even know where it is. I'll put a card so you guys can go and watch that video. And if you don't have the bard's bow, you can use a black ox crossbow, but just be wary, the black ox crossbow is a bit iffy when it comes to this build I'm going here with the bard's bow. So let's go ahead and talk about the first build once again. Sour battle axe. Every third hit you have enhanced attack speed, you deal a massive amount of stun damage, and Giddy Goop, after every third hit you spray goo and you deal stun damage and slowing damage. Termite armor, you have a chance to slow enemies down, so termite armor and Giddy Goop go hand in hand, slowing down enemies and just attacking really quickly with the sour battle axe, having max damage and maximum speed helps as well. And then just the Fire Ant gear, bulky, just for the extra corrosion damage to reduce his defense. Now the mutations you want to have for the sour battle axe build is the maxed out chopper, which is going to help you get your stamina back up when you run out of stamina and reduce enemies' defenses even more. Buff lungs, just because you want as much stamina as you can and as much attacking speed as you can. Crit chances for crit, and cardio fan just in case you don't have any of these maxed out. Preferably you want all these maxed out. And the last mutation, I really can't think of anything that good. You can chuck it in meat shield, you can chuck it in paramast, you can chuck it in trap peep if you have it, anything really. So we'll just go meat shield for this one. And now we're going to go ahead and buff ourselves up. And once again, this video is going to be on Woah mode, so the hardest difficulty versing the bosses. So now that we have buffed ourselves up, we're going to summon in the boss. And now we're going to run over to this spot here and wait for the Mantis to jump down and preemptively try hit our third hit before we can actually attack him to get our Giddy Goop off. So we'll try it here, and I got it here. So we instantly start off with the Giddy Goop and the slow attack speed, and we should be able to stun him. He is stunned here. That is going to regen instantly from our chopper and cardio fan. I did make a silly mistake of getting hit at the start, so we're going to have bleed damage, and just like that, he is already almost dead. And he has attacked us twice, and this is his first screech coming in. Now, of course, you are going to need to heal a few times in this fight, because even though if you do perfect block his attacks, you are going to get random debuffs. Which is annoying, even though if you're a perfect blocking master, like the boss is still somewhat annoying. You're going to have to use like a smoothie or two. Perfect blocking all these attacks, super slow. And just like that, he's dead. I don't know what to say to you. This build just destroys him. He attacks me like 4 or 5 times. And he screeched twice, and he's dead in under, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe a minute maximum if you like have everything wrong. So if you like have everything fully correct and perfect, it'll take 40 seconds, I would say. Then we're going to go ahead and show off the bard's bow. The bard's bow is just, it's a support class, but this build is really good, especially against the Mantis. We got the speed droplet as again, so we can keep shooting him and run away from his attack. So we probably really don't need a perfect block at all, or block his attacks at all, if we just stay far back from him. And the entire antlion armor set gives us quick draw, which gives us faster reload time. I was testing out gear, and this gear is 1 second slower than the entire moth set, but in my opinion, the antlion gear is a lot easier to get versus moth, because moths are kind of hard to get, their parts and stuff. For 1 second longer, just go for the antlion gear. And mutations, we want sharpshooter. Sharpshooter got changed recently, now it has increased crit chance. We want coup de grace for crit as well. Cardio fan for stamina and hyper stamina. Apex predator to proc our bard's bow special boss weapon mutation, and bardic inspiration for, once again, just with the Bard's Bow, giving us buffs such as attack speed, defense, and attack damage, and occasionally healing, but I think you need Bard's Tutor for that. And I tried Bard's Tutor, and that thing is a no-go. Do not try Bard's Tutor. So once again, we're going to buff ourselves up, and also for the entire boss fight, we're going to use Salt Arrows. You can use any other arrows, but Salt Arrows is the best against the Mantis, in my opinion. So we're going to summon him in, and we're not going to go near him this time. We're going to try to stay as far away as we can. Now, there is a bug at the moment with the wasps when you summon them in using your bow. I'm not too sure what the issue with that is. We can't avoid this jump attack half the time, but we're just spraying him and running away. We can go third person. He is going to Screech, which we can't block that attack at all, which is unfortunate. So just pop a bandage, you should be fine. Tries to hug the tree so like he can't jump on you, and just like that he's already at half HP. And if you see it down the bottom left, we have enhanced crit chance, enhanced attack speed, and our healing. That's from our bandage. There we go, we have our first wasp spawning in, but it's going to do nothing because it's bugged out at the moment. And see, he can't even attack us. He's hit us like once or twice from the jump attack, but that's about it. Down the bottom left, we have enhanced armor as well, which is really nice. We want to stay at the we want to try to hug the tree, but not like actually like smooch it. We want to try aim for the Mantis's eye as well for that crit chance. Now the wasp is going to try to attack it, but he probably won't get it off, as you just saw there. And I folded and almost died because this is Woah mode once again. And the Mantis is kind of insane, and we can't block this attack, so it's a little bit iffy. I wouldn't recommend using ranged at all against the Mantis. There we go, our wasp got a hit on, we got poison and bleed. This rarely happens. I've tested this for many hours, and I've never gotten this to happen. So if the devs would like to fix this, I would really appreciate it. Just be careful with this one attack. When he gets down half HP, he adds a second attack to his smash down. And when he's about to die, he's going to run away. The wasp is not going to attack him at all. She's going to die hitting the leaves. If the devs want to fix that, they definitely can. And just like that, Mantis down. 2-minute boss fight, used about maybe 80 salt arrows. Not that much, to be completely honest. So those are the two builds for today. We got a ranged build and a melee build. Once again, I would definitely recommend the melee build just because it's a lot more reliable. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. A very quick video once again, just to show you off two amazing builds. And hopefully you destroy the Mantis in under 4 minutes in Woah mode. And yeah, if you made it this far into the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.